Hey VC, it's Greeno. Well, it's time to show you some records. I haven't done an update really for probably almost 3 weeks or so. Haven't been out really digging much. Hit a record store here and there, nothing major. Trying to stay out of record stores, to be honest. I've been buying some stuff online and going through all the stuff from our vacation. Still trying to spin all that stuff. So. A couple things in here come in the mail, and a lot of this stuff has been here for a while, just getting to. But a lot of newer stuff, I guess, stuff I just hadn't had time to show. So let's kind of jump into it. Right off the bat, I want to say big thanks to Brother George. Sent me a package. He hooked me up with a record, and I wanted to grab a couple records, and he could get them cheaper than I could, so yeah, sent him a little money and he picked them up for me and shipped them on down. So thanks a lot, man. Totally appreciate it. I grabbed the two that he picked up for me because I'd seen him show them. We were talking about them, and it was like, yeah, I might go ahead and grab those. I never really got these albums when they come out. I don't think I have them on CD or anything, so I went ahead and grabbed them. It's AC/DC Stiff Upper Lip. That's what I'm listening to now, and I hope it's not loud enough you can hear it and I get busted for it. It's the reissue, from this year. But I've heard a couple songs off this, but never the whole album. Kind of didn't follow AC/DC for a while there. But totally digging this. Like I say, it's spinning now. And I haven't cracked this one open yet, but he got Ball Breaker for me also. Like I say, man, thanks. Save me some money. Got the note there he sent. But might be spinning this next. Also, George had this for me. Some VCLT, man. Totally appreciate it. The Nuclears. He showed this in a video, and I was like, wow, that looks really cool. And the way he was talking about it sounded like that's going to be right up my alley. So texted him, was talking to him. He's like, I already got one for you, man. Don't worry about it. So, looking out for a brother. So, thanks, man. Totally appreciate it. Have not cracked this one yet either, but very soon. I just want to show you these real quick. Everything else, except for one, I've listened to, but these I'm in the process of listening to tonight. This actually picked up 2-3 weeks ago, and I haven't listened to this one yet. Just haven't had the time really. But I saw it in a shop, and they wanted $100 for it. I was like, they had it on the wall behind the counter, and yippee you. I'm like, okay, whatever, man. So went home and I thought about it all week, and it's like, I'm gonna take some stuff into trade. And I just took a bunch of stuff in I had no interest in keeping. Some bootleg stuff like Bauhaus and all that. Nothing against Bauhaus if you dig them, but I'm just not into them. Took that stuff in. The dude was ecstatic and threw a little bit of money in with it. Alright, sorry about that. Yippee dog. Like I said, did a trade for this. Took some records in. Trying to remember how many. It was probably like 15, 20 records or something, and threw some cash in with it. Not much. And guy was happy, I was happy, so I took it home. It's like I did real good finding the Van Halen Balance sealed at a flea market. This kind of surprised me finding this, dude. Lynch Mob Wicked Sensation, still sealed, and I just haven't opened it yet. I'm waiting for a time where I can crack it open, really sit down and check it out with no dogs barking at me. But thought about it all week, and I knew he wasn't going to sell it for $100. It's this little store, and went back in, it was still there, so I offered him a trade. All worked out. I got this a while back. Found it on one of the websites where I order from all the time, and I mention those places all the time. They had it on sale, so I grabbed it. It's a band called High Healer. And how 80s underground metal does that look? How 80s metal do they look? Just total cheese. I love it. New band. This is actually an EP. Came out in 2011. I was reading, I think they're working on a full length now. But they got 20 bucks on it here. I didn't pay near that for it. But they also has limited to 300. And I got looking around, yeah, it's they only pressed 300 of them. Found it on sale on one of the sites and never heard of them before. It just looked really cool, and I was ordering something else, so threw that in. Really good stuff, man. I mean, it sounds like it looks. Just that total, you know, retro 80s sound. Yeah, underground metal. They're from Austria, if I remember right. New High Roller I just got in. Yeah, 2014. It's another EP. This is Blaze. The Rock Dinosaur EP. Yeah. 6 songs on it. Japanese band. This is killer. I got the full length on CD. I'm still trying to track it down on vinyl. Somebody in the VC turned me on to this band and totally dig it. But just good, kind of like hard rock, touches of metal, you know. Just, I really dig this band. Next, pre-ordered this months ago, finally come in last week. The new Admiral Sir Cloudsley Shovel. The worst band name ever. But their second full length. Love the covers. You know, both covers have had somebody in the giant bird head. This one is a little more. I've only listened to it a couple times. I want to listen to it a few more times before I put it away. But a little more stoner kind of in this one, where the first one was a little more weird 70s. I kind of like the first one a little better so far, but still cool. White vinyl. I found this in a shop a couple weeks ago. One of the few things I picked up in a shop lately. 3-Man Army. And this was their second album, I believe. Their third album was called 2, if I believe. It's just really messed up how they titled their albums. 70s hard rock, you know. Not real heavy, but very cool. This has Adrian and Paul Gervitz. They were going to be in the Baker Gervitz army. But very cool stuff on Reprise. Put these away here. Picked up another copy of this, reissue. I didn't have this version. Love this album, so I grabbed it. Dust, Heart Attack. So I reissued Karma Sutra. It was only like 12 bucks. So, and I do have the original and the Record Store Day gatefold that has both albums. And I tell you what, this sounds better, I think, than the Record Store Day release. It's better pressing. I grabbed this same time as the 3-Man Army. SRC Traveler's Blues. This is early 70s. Michigan band. Kind of in there around the time of MC5 and all that. They were big in the area from what I've read. This is on Capitol. They're kind of psych rock, I guess you could say. Very interesting. Their other album, I can't remember the name of it. It may just be SRC. But you see that one all the time. It has a crazy psychedelic cover. And that's kind of their masterpiece, I guess. This picked up for like $1, just because I've read about this somewhere and I can't remember where. But great cover. The Poppy Family. Which Way You Going, Billy? Like I say, it's just one of those I'd read about, so I grabbed it with the last two. Last time I was in the shop. Canadian band. kind of that Sunshine Pop, whatever, from the 60s. Interesting stuff, but not something I'm like head over heels about, but I'll hang on to it. Yeah, it's a cool album. Alright, the next one. God, I can't remember how I came across this. Might have just been on YouTube. Found a video for this band, and actually sent out an email to a couple people to check out. But I really dig them, and come find out they're on High Roller, the vinyl anyways. And it's Heavy Tiger, Saigon Kiss. It's a 3-piece, all female. Just really cool. Imagine the Donnas mixed with the Helicopters. That little bit of punk, a little bit of rock and roll, a little bit of power pop. Very good album. And yeah, check them out on YouTube. It's on red vinyl. They have a really good video, and there's a bunch of live stuff, and you know, they're still new, still raw, but dug the crap out of this. Really good album. This isn't going to show up very well, I'm sure. It's the new Mount Carmel Get Pure. Hopefully you can see the I want a live. It's brand new, I think. It's 2014, yeah. Got a couple of other albums by Mount Carmel. Really cool 70s blues, heavy blues. Just good stuff, you know. One of these newer bands. So clear. The one shop I go to, the owner knows these dudes, so he had a few of these in, and cheap, so I picked them up. This I've had around forever and finally spun. I'm not a big fan of B.B. King. Got one or two albums I like by him, and he's got a million albums, but I love the blues, but for some reason B.B. King doesn't do much for me. But this album blew me away. Completely loved it. Excuse me. B.B. King Blues on Top of Blues. This is on the Blues Way ABC label. And, you know, I believe it's an original or whatever. But it's an old dog. But fantastic. This is just a really good album. So I need to investigate B.B. King a little bit more. Some stuff I've heard I've liked, and some stuff is just boring to me. I don't know why, but that album is not boring. Very good. I got another reissue of Shuggie Otis, Freedom Flight. And it's another one of those deals. It was like $12, you know. Grabbed it in the shop. Shuggie Otis, 70s, kind of blues, funk at times. Just an interesting dude, guitar player. Good stuff. And the last thing, I had to pre-order this. I'd like to get more of these, but they're out of their minds on prices. You know, I'm just not going to do it for what they're offering. I know they're good. What I've heard, they're all good pressings and they sound great, but you know, for that much money, add some more stuff to them. I'm talking about the Kiss reissues. But I had to get this because it's the first time on vinyl. And this has already been shown by a couple people, Psycho Circus. So, won't go too into detail with this, but very happy to have it in the collection. Not a classic album, not one of their greats or anything, but, you know, actually, I hadn't listened to it forever, and I enjoyed it more than I remembered liking it. You know, I mean, I've had the CD forever. But, happy to have it on vinyl. So, probably will get Carnival of Souls, and that's about it. Probably those two. Just 35 is too much, and I see them in stores for like 45 bucks. Dude, it's crazy, man. Put them out for 18, 20 bucks and sell the hell out of them. Why put them out for 35 or 45 and just let them set? That's probably what's going to happen to most of them, I think. Anyways. So that's it. Just some stuff been spinning, and like I said, I've been trying to stay out of the stores and just ordering stuff here and there and trying to get really cool stuff instead of buying, you know, $2 and $3, you know, big bulks of that kind of stuff. which nothing wrong with that. I do it all the time, but right now I'm into the mode of, you know, quality over quantity, I guess you could say. But that's it. I hope everybody is doing well in BC. Ton more sitting around here I need to get to, and I will at some point, and we'll be making a new video maybe, I don't know, maybe this weekend or something. Trying to post a little more here and there. I've been slacking. Alright BC, that's it. Later.